Um, so I did this 38-minute video, over 38 minutes video. It was like the video of me really just explaining how I was trading and the stock that I was in. I put myself in a frustrating situation, but then I held on for 4 hours. I was supposed to exit before the market closed. I chose not to, ended up bouncing on me. Then I held another hour after market close, 5 hours in total. I was watching the market for 5 hours total after I got in. Put myself in a negative situation with this stock EV. Held overnight. I had to hold overnight after I told myself I was going to exit after hours. Now, after hours, there was no volume. Like, I could enter an order, wouldn't work. A few orders were going through, but I could enter an order, nothing was happening. So I'm gonna go on into explaining what happened that day. After that 30-minute video, after I entered this trade, EV. So in the beginning, when I traded this stock, I saw that it was spiking to higher highs each point. Resistance was at 60.80. I made the mistake looking back now. I made the mistake of shorting a little bit too early, but I made a mistake of shorting too early. Shorting around, I'd say about around here, with a $20 risk, 20-cent risk at 60.80, and it broke my risk and went even higher. Now I misjudged the risk. I'm shorting a continual spiker. So if I'm shorting from here using high day, that's good, which was high day was right here. It broke higher day, I got out. But from the looks of it, it's a continuous spiker after it breaks higher day. But a good way to for me to trade it is just wait until it hits higher day or gets near it and short it instead of shorting it from here, risk of higher day. I mean, either way will work, but if you don't know if it's gonna break higher day, then you don't want to play that. But from the looks of it, if you see the trends right here, each time is hitting a higher high, or not this one, but these 3 times. So I was expecting it to, and it did it right here. So whenever you see a kind of like a stair-stepping pattern where each time is higher, it goes up higher, you want to just stay away from that and kind of like wait till you get near resistance. If there's no overhead resistance, look for a massive pullback and then short into that bounce. That's one thing I could have done better on a stair-stepping pattern. Just wait till the main resistance, or wait for a hard crack and short into the bounce. So I got in after shorting here, covering here. I got in again, and I shorted right here at $60.76. I shorted, and I was going through hell. It was going down very slowly, very confusing, very choppy. I mean, I lacked so much patience, and I kept my eyes glued onto the stock to the point my eyes started hurting. I shorted, and it just kept going down little by little. It would go down, or break a new low, or break the low, and push right back up to where it was going sideways on, and it was just extremely confusing. It would hit a low, go right back up, and it wouldn't give me enough time to cover. It would go right back up. If you see these candlesticks right here, you see it broke this low, immediately came right back up, came down, and I'm like, came down just a few cents, and popped right back up. And it was just like very confusing. It was like, what the fuck? I was going through roller coasters after roller coasters. And that's why in my last video, I was extremely confused and frustrated and pissed the fuck off. I went through so much roller coasters. Same thing here on the way down. And even speaking about it, I'm getting aggravated and frustrated right now. That's how annoyed I was with this stock. So, downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Right here, I wanted to cover, but I'm like, okay, what if it continues to do this all over again? Let me hold. And it did that, but and I thought it was going to do that, where it continued to just break down, come right back up. And when I saw that it bounced from 40 cents to 60 cents, and I missed the whole 20 cents, which was like, I believe it was like, it was what, $60 per 10 cent. I was pissed because I just left $120 on the table, or really $150 on the table. So you can only imagine how upset I was trying to build a small account. And then it gave me a second chance. This time it wasn't as low, but I still didn't take it. Held on to it after hours. If you notice after hours, if you see these little bird-looking dotted lines, that's because it would open and close on a candlestick at the same time. So basically, it didn't go anywhere. Is basically what I'm trying to say. And even though if it was traded, it stayed where it was at, and then it would move, but not move anymore. And it kind of like squeezed up on me. Got to a high of $61.39. Didn't realize how much down I was, but I just held on all throughout after hours pre-market. I woke up at 4 in the morning to check it. I woke up at 4 in the morning, but I guess it doesn't trade 4 in the morning. Certain stocks in the New York Stock Exchange or the listed stocks don't trade that early. Others do, but all throughout pre-market, I'm waiting. So then market open comes, it squeezes up. I'm down maybe like almost $200. Not my risk, but it was okay. I was down. I was down what I made and a little bit more, which I was kind of okay. Then I just waited to see if it was going to continue to do the crash and bounce, quick bounce all day. I was waiting to see if it was going to do that, and it did. It came down, crashed, went down to 60.40 again, but came down and went back up so fast I couldn't even cover. Then it gave me a second chance right here at 10:30. Throughout this whole time, throughout this whole time I'm going through emotional roller coasters. I'm pissed the fuck off. And I remind you, I had a wedding to go to today. I got people calling me and all this shit going on. I was like, yo, I don't have time for this. This trading is more important to me than the wedding. Like, congratulations to my friend. Much love. I'm happy for you. This is my career, and not only is it my career, I love it. So I gave this more attention than anything. So then it came crashing down, and it finally came down, broke a new low. I don't think I covered here. I think I missed it so many times. Yeah, actually, yeah, I remember I covered at 50, or was it here? There's one point where it hit a low. I covered at one of these points, either here or here, but I covered like at 50 instead of 40. I covered at 60-40 instead of. I covered at 60-50 instead of 60-40, because I was like, man, I'll just take this Um, I'll leave 10 cent on the table, which could have been an extra $60. I took the $150 gain. So in total, I made 250 for the trade. I made 150 yesterday, lost to 50 from my second attempt. Then today I ended up covering for another 150, so that's 250. But I covered, got out, and all throughout this time it was fading some more. Um, I think it went to a low point of $26. I mean, 60.26. Yeah, 60.26. If you see right here, low 60.27. I went to that point, and then even right here, 24. If I hold on to it longer, I could have made more. But it went into red as well. But it was so frustrating. I had no more juice. I had no more energy to deal with it. I was just ready to get out. You know, when I was trading this, I had asked myself, was this worth it? Was it worth it to go through all of this to make a little bit more money? And to be honest, the answer is no. The answer is hell fuck no. It's not worth it. It's not worth killing myself and stressing myself and going through emotional roller coasters. And not even if I didn't go through emotional roller coasters, there's no point in going through roller coasters on the stock when you had a great exit and entry. Why do you need to continue to miss them? And with building these bad habits, is only gonna let me. Is gonna. I'm only gonna struggle for the next trade. So next time something like this happens, I can potentially lose way more because the stock can bounce on me and just keep riding. So I broke so many rules on this trade, and I'm really really disappointed in myself. I don't like the fact that I traded, but I am up. My account, I was down, um, but I'm glad that I made the money. My account went down to 2,500, 25,000, 25,000 and 51 dollars. I mean, $151, and then I was able to make another 450 from whichever stock. I think it was NNOX. I made 450 or some. I made 450 from some kind of stock. I can't remember. I got to look back in my videos. And then, of course, this stock, I made 150 each day. And now my account is at 25,864, I believe. I'm slowly building my account. I don't know if I should or should not say how much money I have in my account, but I don't really care. I do care, but I don't because it's like these videos are for me and I'm trying to grow it. But I'm trying to show you this other stock. So after I exited EV, I got myself together, went down to go pick up my suit, and drove to the church for the wedding. I drove there. They told me to show up at 12 o'clock, 3 hours before the wedding started. Come to find out, they tricked me. It was really 4 hours before the wedding started. Came way too early, and they were yelling and cussing me out to come early. I got there, nobody's ready, nobody's there. Wasted my time. I could have traded. I could have continued trading, but I want to show you this stock if it works. Um, but this was a great trade. Like I saw it immediately, understood what was going on, and I was just like, bet. Got in mentally. I had no choice but to trade the stock mentally because, of course, I wasn't in front of my platform, and I didn't want to trade on my phone because my screen is broken. So it's like not working well, and there's no point of trading like that. So I mentally traded in my head. I had my entries and my risk set, and that's it. But fucking page is not loading. I don't know what's up with this internet, man. It's been just acting the fuck up. I'll see if I can show it to you. I'm gonna try one more time and I'm gonna make another video. Alright, I'll just make another video later today explaining to you what happened with GGOG. But this is a pretty good one. I really like this shit.